But so many times everybody's like, Slade, you're coming back. And I was like, man, you don't even know the great comeback. And I was just BSing the whole time. I mean, I was never planning to come back. But event, I don't,
It's good to see you, man. I mean, I was in Barbados looking for you, and I couldn't even find you.
oh yeah, man, I'm doing a lot of fishing and teaching surf lessons and stuff. So I was a
Yeah,
little busy.
you're teaching what?
Surf lessons?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you changed quite a bit. It's been quite a while. It's like 2 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 and a bit years, yeah.
And how are you feeling right now, man?
Yeah, I feel good, like ready to ride. Just just gotta get on the horses to win. But
Yeah.
just supposed to get some better horses, so yeah.
Well, it's all about the testing the waters, I guess. I mean, you are a big deal, but quite honestly, is there anything different since you came back?
Obviously I came out late in the season for one. Really late. It's just I just need to just get business with people. Like I find like no one has forgotten your writing ability and stuff. It just you just gotta get back business with people. Obviously other jockeys have rides and stuff. It's you just need to put in a lot of work and wait for those opportunities, and when you get back the opportunities you had before, just make good use of them.
True. I was gonna say that because since 2 years is a long time in horse racing world. Because I mean, there's some new faces now since you were around, and they're taking up a lot of the beef, the mounts.
Oh, for sure. There's a lot of jockeys at Woodbine this year. Something like 77 jockeys, which is like a lot for any colony, far less Woodbine. But
Wow.
that's alright. I mean, I don't ever get really too worried about other jockeys. I just try and study myself.
Good point. Good point. You know what I mean? Because you know your ability, so you can only work with what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't worry about anybody else. I mean, once you get the horse, I mean, there's no need to really worry.
That's true. But what I noticed is that you've already started like going into different camps, different barns, because I see you writing for a lot of different people now.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, like, yeah, as I said, people still like me and stuff. They'll still give me a one or two here or a one here. So still writing some people that just need to get the ball rolling and ride some more horses. That's all. I think that will come a little later down maybe give it a month or two and hopefully I get a good couple more. This week's not looking too bad though.
But it's still pretty early. It's still pretty early. This is what now, July coming into August. Racing started in April, May.
May, I think. Maybe May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. But I was looking at your past performance and some of the horses that you've ridden, horses like Paramount Prince. Um, I mean, do you think sometimes people forgot about those moments?
I mean, be, in horse racing, you're only as good as your last race. So yes, I think people do remember that I rode a lot of really good horses back when I was riding, but they just need a little reminder. So let me just get one good one and oh, Slade Jones. Oh yeah, hopefully.
You're taking it all in good stride because I'm looking at you now, see the maturity since you first came around at Woodbine, and
Yeah,
you matured quite a bit. And I gotta believe that you're still under 21 years old.
yeah, yeah. Only 19. I mean, I was 16 when I first came here. Was just looking back on, it, I was a little crazy that I was actually out here doing all this at 16. I was like, Shh. I was one determined little 16-year-old.
Well, it's something because back in Barbados, 16, you could be fully grown around that time because people in Barbados, 16, 17 do big man things. You know what I mean?
High
So I
school.
mean, for you, that's like small things, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. It's nicer this time now. It's like I'm living by myself. I mean, you can do more when you're 19 compared when you're 16. You're still like a kid up here, you know. So you really can't do much. But
I see. So you by yourself right now?
yeah,
Oh, cool, man. So they've sent you off and say go off and do your thing, and now you got full responsibility. So you got to bring in the bacon.
no, absolutely. That's the only thing is like before I didn't. It's always great to win races and do good, but before there was never too much pressure, you know. Now you got rent and stuff. So you got to win some races.
Yeah, yeah. Man, so what is that like being all by yourself? I mean, you were born in Canada, but you spent a lot of time in Barbados. You did a smart thing, which is going to warm country and tough it out down there. But now you're back here in Canada. What's the feeling like to be here and picking up responsibility now at 19 years old?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, it's not really too much different. Um, it just it's right next to the track. It's convenient, but as is, you just have to be a man about it and just keep working and keep the ball rolling. Don't let things get out of hand, and
Yeah,
it's really not too. I haven't found any issues or anything run-ins as yet. It's still only a month in now, so
oh, I see. Oh,
never know.
pretty early.
But
How disciplined do you have to be? I mean, you got to get up early in the morning. You do your business and stuff like that. Like, do you have to keep yourself in check? Is someone checking in on you and say, "Hey, young man, just remember, you still got work to do in the morning and stuff like that."
no, absolutely. Up here, I still have a huge, big family. You know, Slade Callahan, Sylvester Oliver, my sister Indy Jones. Like so many people, Carl the Freitas. So many people out here still are like my family. Out, they don't let me go go sideways at all.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
So,
it's great.
yeah, let's talk some business because when you were in Barbados, I heard that you were getting your trainer's license. Did that ever come true? Did that work out?
I was like an assistant for my granddad, but I was training all the horses pretty much myself. I have to say I learned a good little bit doing it, and I have so much more respect for actual horse trainers up here or anywhere in the world because that job's not easy. I mean, like up here, jockeys are so blessed. I mean, you ride the horses, you ride them for a couple minutes. I mean, you work on a morning, your diet and stuff. But trainers, they put their all into horses. I mean, you got to put your all into horses to get them to win. There's so much preparation that goes on behind the scenes up
Right.
until that race. I mean, I can understand why some trainers get angry at us jockeys for putting on a bad ride because I've been there and done that. I know what it's like to be vexed at a ride, but at the end of the day, I was a jockey too, so I know exactly how it is. Some things are just out of your control.
Yeah, that's a good point you make. And you know what? And to be honest, you knowing that now it can give you some really good knowledge how you can handle things outside of riding the horses, understanding the business of the horse racing. So and you got lots of good people around you. You mentioned your grandfather, who I believe they told me he has a horse in the Derby in Barbados coming up. Now I don't know if this information is correct because someone I got first-hand information, and then somebody say, "Look, that is incorrect." So they were saying you were flying in to ride your grandfather's horse. How true is that?
That's not true. I was thinking about it. Like I rode the horse in the midsummer. She's a nice horse. I mean, I think she'll have a really good shot going the trip. I mean, the 11 furlongs. I think it's 11 furlongs or 10, but I think she'll do really well over that distance. And the farther the better for her. But unfortunately, it doesn't really make sense for me to fly back to ride one race. And this is a big weekend at Woodbine too, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense to me. But I don't know how true it is. I think Tashawn Hazelwood is actually riding the horse. Another big jockey now. I think he's coming from Saratoga to there, so I think I think he's in good hands.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm really happy to hear that Tishon is actually getting the mount. That's That's pretty good. I know he was doing some work with Safi doing Gulfstream,
Yep,
and you said now he might be in Saratoga, maybe doing some other work with Safi. So that's pretty cool. Now that he's flying back to get that ride, so I guess he's a fan favorite too in Barbados, so that helps as well.
absolutely. Deshaun's a great jockey. I mean, can't really get asked for much better.
Do like we've heard the legends from Barbados, you know, um, guys like your dad, Patrick, back in the days it was Ward. It had a bunch of people who would fly in, like Hazelwood flying in to ride a race. Is that something that ever crossed your mind, like as a young jockey? Like, must be pretty cool when trainers or owners say, "Look, I want to get that guy, Slade Jones, and fly him in just to ride this race." Is that something that crossed your mind?
No, absolutely. I think that's great. I mean, every jockey wants to be one of those on-call jocks that you get a plane flight bought for you, and you get go to a country and you ride a race and go back. And everybody wants every single jockey I know would like to be on that level, fly around the world and ride great horses. But in reality, I mean, that only happens every so often. I mean, if I would like to do that for the Gold Cup, if I go to Florida or something for the winter, um, I would love for someone to fly me back for the Gold Cup, or I'll just go down. But no, I think that's every jockey's goal.
Yeah. I would imagine the same too as well, because every from time to time I see persons like William Buick, O'Shea Murphy, like those guys are in Spain one day, then in France the next day, and before you know it, they're in South Africa or somewhere else. Like these guys are always on the go. That must be pretty stressful. Uh, I don't know if for you, I guess you would have to be working for a farm or some kind of big outfit to be
Yeah.
doing stuff like that, right?
No, for sure. I mean, like, William Buick for sure is, in my opinion, he has the dream job of all jockeys. I mean, he gets to fly around the world and ride the best horses in the world. But with Godolphin. But yeah. I mean, I guess it'd be stressful. I suppose it's very stressful flying all over the world, not sticking in one place all the time. But I mean, still, he's fine to ride the best horses, biggest races. I can't see much better than that.
Now you haven't gotten your first win yet since you make that return to the track at Woodbine. You won a race in Barbados, did you?
I won two races in Barbados. I won one for John Marcosa Zaid, and then I won for his uncle John Chandler. On Dancing Prospect, I think his name is.
How did that make you feel after being away from the track for a while?
Yeah, I mean, winning's always great, but when the last race on the day with I guess the better horses on the day was the race I kind of wanted to win on the day. But that was great. I mean, it was just great to be back racing. But it was a little surreal at first. I was like, I can't believe I'm really doing this, you know. But so many times everybody's like, Slade, you're coming back, and I was like, man, you don't even know the great comeback. And I was just BSing the whole time. I mean, I was never planning to come back. But event, I don't, everybody always asks me what made me want to come back. And to tell the truth, I don't know. I was watching The Crown, that new thing on Netflix with the Triple Crown horses in North America, and I don't know. Someone just said I'm kind of itching to get back on a horse's back. I was just thinking about it a lot of days, and I went to got my track license, renewed my jockey license, started galloping horse in the Barbados.
Man, I got to tell you something that just crossed my mind. And like, I don't know your father that well. I just know him by seeing him and by him writing. And I don't know in terms of your family and family history how you guys get along or whatever, but you remind me so much of him, the way attitude, like just the way how you how you approach the racing. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, just gonna do this thing, so that just crossed my mind just spontaneously. I just had to tell you that.
Oh, thank you, man. Everybody always says we have a lot of similarities. I guess I didn't know him when he was young, but Everybody says we're very similar, but yeah. I mean, he was a great jockey. I mean, I would love to have the career that he had, or have something close to it. Would be great. Hopefully a little better. Would also be great too. But yeah. I mean, racing is just something that you just got to think carefully about. It's a very touchy game, you know. It's a You got to make the right moves, the right time, and not even in the racing aspect of it, in all aspects of the game as well.
Man, that's real cool. 19 years old, and I remember like 16 years old when I first met you, and we chopped it up. We talked here and there. I was running to you on the track and so forth, and you were able to like just be able to hold a conversation really well. You were not afraid of the media, not afraid of the cameras. Did Were you schooled on that, or that naturally just came?
Not really. I never really did a lot of interviews. I actually used to do Ninja Warriors when I was a little kid, like when I was like 13 or 14. You know, like you know American Ninja Warriors. We had a Barbados Ninja Warriors in Barbados, and I won the competition twice when I was younger. And I actually went to North Carolina to do it too. And I got
Wow,
like signed like 36 out of like 500 people or something like that. But yeah, I did a
cool.
couple of reviews with doing that stuff, but that was about it.
That's real cool, man. Now, when you first started, I remember when you first started riding in Barbados, and I was always hear from like, I read online. I'll hear from one or two people in Barbados about Slade Jones. Some people had negative things to say, some people had positive things to say. But when you look back now at that Slade Jones and this one right now, um, do you did you even envision, because you got a fair amount of fans that would accumulate in that short space of time?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously when I first started out, I had one of the roughest. I mean, I rode a lot of horses when I first started being a jockey, but I had a rough start. I mean, I was really green. I was tall, and I was like a little uncoordinated on a horseback. Like I could ride, but I wasn't pretty at by no means. And it took me a good lot of wins to get my first win. I think I rode something like 30 something horses actually
Hmm.
for my first race. But once I put it together and I started, working on your form, and you really you ride a lot of races and you get better. It Everybody started to come around, because I remember when I first started, a lot of people were, you hear the real birds talking about, oh, he ain't that good, and you know he's a dud or something like that. But once you get racing and stuff, and I found my form. I was all right. Everybody started to come around.
Yeah, that's a real cool story actually. And you got to hear the whispers, not only the good things, but you heard the bad things. But several months later, Sovereign Award, jockey, winning jockey, apprentice jockey in Canada, and it goes on and on and on. I guess it probably was a shocker when Slade Jones says, you know what, I'm not coming back to the track the next year. Um, was there anyone close to you that was disappointed?
Of everybody was shocked, because it wasn't like I told anybody before it too. I was just 16, and I was like, we got other things in life I want to try, not thinking about all the stuff that I would let go up here. I mean, I don't think I realized what I had at Woodbine until, I guess, now that I'm back here, and I'm like, wow, I was the guy at the time, and now I'm trying to restart, and it's like, only if I didn't give it all up at once.
Hmm.
I think I forgot how hard. I guess it all came really quick. I was apprentice and stuff, and I was everything really the first time around. Everything just went absolutely perfect for me at Woodbine, and it just yep. You learn to appreciate things a little more now, starting over.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
that's a good point you make. It's something that parents always tell us, and when you experience it, but I gotta say to you, man, you realize it quite easily all by yourself. So, you know, from here on, you can only go up from here. I'm pretty sure the people who you work with, the trainers, owners, they all are hearing what you're saying, even if it's directly or indirectly. They're looking at your maturity. I'm pretty sure they probably still got doubts about some things, but they can't forget the statistics. I mean, geez, they see the wins.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, like obviously a lot of people are like, oh, he's older. But a lot of people really watching your weight. So since I've been back here, my weight's been really good. I mean, on a really strict diet, doing a lot of exercise and stuff. But people were really worried about my weight, like starting out, like how heavy I would be. Was obviously my excuse when I stopped was I was heavy.
Right.
I'm taller now, so I was like, oh gosh. But now I think now I'm riding. Everybody's seeing that I'm super disciplined and stuff. People are starting to come around. I mean, compared to the first 2 weeks I was here to now, I mean, the amount of horses I'm breezing and stuff. I'm getting on a lot of horses on morning. So once you're getting on horses and breezing horses, you usually means that you're gonna get more amounts in the afternoon. But yeah, hopefully things pick up. Well, things are picking up, so it's
Well,
starting.
I guess myself and others can't wait to see you back in the winner's circle. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a big roar on the side when it happens. If it's a good day, if it's just a regular day, you might not get so much of a big roar. But if it's on a Saturday or Sunday, you might get a few people cheering for you. It's real cool to see you, man.
Yeah, it's great to be back on the show. It's been quite a while.
Yeah, I can't wait to actually get down there and see you on the back stretch and talk with you and just kind of go about and just kind of you know take some videos and stuff like that every now
Yeah,
and then.
that would be great. That would be great.
Now I used to see you a lot with my man Atfield and that whole
Oh,
camp. How's that going?
oh yeah, the guys still get on a couple horses from every now and then. Rachel Halden actually runs Roger's barn right now. Roger comes in on weekend and stuff, but I still go and see the boss all the time, and he's good. I'm happy to see. He's still riding the pony when he comes in, but no, Roger's good.
That's pretty cool. Well, nice talking to you, man. Look, I want to say best of luck to you. I know you'll get back in the winners circle real soon because you're riding a lot of horses. It's only a matter of time, and once you win one or two, people will come around again. They haven't forgotten.
Obviously, this weekend, man. This weekend we'll win some races.
But here you hear it on record for sure. This weekend, he says.
Don't worry, don't worry.
All right, man. Look, thanks for joining me, and best of luck. Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
All right. Thank you. You too.